everybody. How is everybody doing tonight? I'm so excited to be talking to you guys tonight. The subject of the video is something that I'm very passionate about. So I'm very, very excited. It's something something new that I've never talked about before on live video, and so I'm very excited about it. Now, when you hop on, comment with a 1 if you're watching the live, okay? And if you're watching the replay, comment with a 2. When you hop on, if you can please give me a hello so I know you're there. And I'm going to go ahead and invite a few people here. So if you just hold on 1 second while I invite some people. Okay, great. Oops. This camera has a mind of its own sometimes. Okay, so thank you all for hopping on. I appreciate it. Again, if you're watching the live, please comment with the 1. If you're watching the replay, please comment with the 2. I know it takes a little time for people to hop on, so I'll give it a few minutes before I start. But when you do hop on, if you can just let me know you're there by giving me a hello. That way I know somebody is out there, or give me a hand wave or something. So I am in Maryland. So when you hop on, let me know where you're from, what state you're from, which country you're from, or whatever. So again, for those of you who are hopping on, if you're watching the live, comment with the 1. If you're watching the replay, comment with the 2. Now, you know it's a live when you see the red live button at the top right corner, okay? If that live button is not there, that means this is the replay, okay? Now, I apologize. My throat's a little scratchy. I am a little sick, so my throat's a little gruff right now. And it might get a little scratchy during this video because the more I talk, the more rougher it sounds. So please don't mind me if you see me constantly drinking. So those of you who don't know me, and I have notes here, again, because the topic of the video tonight, hi Kim, thank you so much for joining. The topic of the video tonight is a subject, again, that is very close to me because I deal with it myself. So I'm very excited to do this video, and I hope that all of you will get some information out of it, important information out of it. And if you do battle inflammation, that's what the video is about. If you do battle with inflammation, you might want to get a notepad, maybe a pen, kind of take some notes, because there's some good information I have for you. But for those of you who don't know me, my name is Georgiana Evans, and I'm gonna put my glasses on, you guys, because I'm at that age where I need to see things closer. So I apologize for the glare. These are reading glasses, so they're not made for glare. But my name is Georgiana Evans, and again, I'm from Maryland. I am a health, wealth, and happiness coach. I'm also a personal development coach, a sales coach, and I'm also a network marketer. And I work for an amazing company. And the reason why we are so amazing, well, I can just tell you that my whole team alone, we actually got $300,000 in sales volume last month. So, I mean, can you imagine $300,000 in sales volume? That's like incredible, right? I mean, so we have amazing products. We're an amazing company. And if you're looking for something to, an extra side income, something to do, maybe full-time, or just something on the side, please comment below info and I will send you some information, okay? But tonight, that is not what this video is about. If you are watching my videos for the first time, please follow me. I always appreciate my followers. And then, you know, if you like my video, you will always be notified when my videos come out and my posts. Also, if you are watching from YouTube and you like my video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also give me a big thumbs up if you like my video. So, all right, so like I said, we are going to talk about inflammation. Who out there deals with inflammation? For those of you who are watching right now, if you deal with inflammation, give me a heart comment, okay? Because I myself deal with inflammation, and I have for years, and I never knew, I really never knew what was going on with my body. I only knew that it was hard for me to lose weight. You know, a couple weeks out of the month, I would get in. I mean, I'm dealing with inflammation right now. I battle it every month. You know, my weight goes up and down all month long. But with inflammation, it does cause you know, issues. And it took me a while to really realize what was going on with me and what I had. I didn't even know it was like a thing. You know, I just thought my body was weird. It was crazy. But so, you know, if you are dealing with inflammation as well, comment with a heart. You know, I always like to know who else is dealing with, you know, the same issues that I'm dealing with. But what happened with me is, like I said, I have always battled it, and you know, it was always hard for me to lose weight. And I started really learning about inflammation when, hi Jessica, I started really learning about inflammation when I worked for the company that I work with now. And I started learning on how to deal with it, how to lower it, how to I just had a brain fart. How to avoid inflammation, because as I stated, you know, it comes back every single month. It comes back, and it's like clockwork, you know. So today, what we're going to talk about, but back to my story. Once I knew that that's what I was dealing with, and knew how to battle it, it has helped my inflammation a great deal. But it is a work in process. You know, it's something that, you know, that I have to maintain every single month to avoid it, because it does cause problems. So today we're going to talk about the how and the why it affects our bodies, and also anti-inflammatory foods that you can eat. Okay, so these foods will help you if you are dealing with it. So some of the things that you need to know about inflammation, first of all, is that most major diseases such as cancer, Alzheimer's, all the way down to migraines, the common cold and common flu, are all linked to inflammation. Okay, because it's our bodies telling us that something is wrong with our bodies. And it's you know, it's like when you eat something bad and you throw up, you know, that right there is telling you, you know, don't eat that food because your body doesn't like it. So it's kind of like a warning, hey, something's wrong here. So your inflammation is kind of like, you know, it's kind of like a trigger for you. But how you know that that you even have inflammation, there are signs. Basically, you get swollen, okay? Your hands, your feet. I mean, not everybody has, you know, gets swollen, you know, everywhere. These are just some things that you will notice. But with me, my whole body like swells up. So I deal with it really bad. And if it wasn't for the products that I use right now, then, you know, it just seems like every month I gain 10 pounds every month from inflammation. And my products have helped with it. And I'll explain why my products help with it, but later, okay? But some of the signs that you will see or notice are swollen hands, swollen feet, swollen ankles, swollen arms, swollen legs, even swelling around your spine, which is weird, right? Even in your joints. So, inflammation can cause pain in our joints. So, that's, a lot of people deal with inflammation in different ways. So, with myself, like I said, I have inflammation everywhere. And I even, show my husband like the difference. I'll show him like, okay, look at this. Now watch, in 2 weeks, this won't be that way. I get swollen around my spine, and it's so noticeable. Like I said, I didn't know, I never knew what it was. And I'm so glad that I know now. But some of the things that it can, another sign of inflammation is weight gain, okay? So again, one of the things that I've dealt with my whole life. That's another thing. So if it's so hard for you to lose weight, and you're doing all the right things, you just don't know what else to do, then that could be one of the, you could, I'm sorry, I just got a notification. You could have inflammation, okay? But there are ways that you can decrease your inflammation and kind of, maintain it so it doesn't affect you that bad. But weight gain is not a really fun thing, especially when your weight kind of goes up and down, up and down, up and down all month long. Like, I'm serious. When I say I swell everywhere, I literally do. I mean, in my face, everywhere. If I deal with inflammation really bad. So I don't know if it's a hereditary thing, but all I know is that if we're not, doing the right things, then it's something that we are going to deal with forever, because there's no cure for it. You just have to do the right things. Okay, so basically, the moral to this whole thing is listen to your body, okay? Because when you are swelled up like that, like I said, it's your body telling you that something's wrong. So listen to your body. One of the ways that, and also for those of you who are just hopping on, if you are watching the live, comment with a 1. If you're watching the replay, comment with a 2. And please let me know where you're coming from, and give me a hello so I know you're there. But one of the ways that you can reduce inflammation is by reducing your dairy intake, okay? So a lot of people, love drinking milk, heavy whipping cream in their coffee. I was one of those. But that's one way you can reduce inflammation, is just reducing your dairy intake. So, the big question, where does inflammation come from? So, is it hereditary? I don't know if it is or not. But I can tell you that inflammation comes from the foods we eat, okay? It comes from the foods we eat. Bottom line, our bodies were not made to digest carbs, processed carbs. They were not made to digest those type of foods. And y'all know what carbs are, right? Our bodies were made to process things like meat, fish, veggies, things like that. Foods that our creator, okay, our creator up above, put on this earth, okay, when he created the earth. Those are the foods that our bodies were made to digest. So when we are feeding our bodies sugar and processed carbs, we're not helping ourselves out at all. And yes, it's so hard to not eat stuff like that sometimes, but if you do deal with inflammation, I can tell you that those foods are a big contributor to your inflammation, okay? For those of you who don't know what processed carbs are, things like bread, wheat, boxed foods, stuff like that, okay? Now, what are some foods? So we talked about the foods that give us inflammation. What about the foods that help our inflammation, that will help us? So we've got broccoli. Broccoli's a good anti-inflammatory food, okay? So these are anti-inflammatory foods. We've got nuts. Nuts are good, okay? All type of nuts. Turmeric. And we'll come back to the turmeric, okay? Ginger, all right? Now, ginger you can add to any of your favorite recipes. You can put it in your morning coffee. You know, you can just add it here and there, but I've tried it in my coffee before, and boy, it is delicious. So so that's one way of getting an anti-inflammatory food in your body. So also avocados. I love avocados, let me tell you that right now. Avocados is one of my favorite foods. They're so expensive. At least here in Maryland, they're so expensive. But yeah, so avocados is a awesome anti-inflammatory food. Mushrooms, you know, cook those mushrooms in the pan, saute them, eat them however you want. And then another one that I never had was bone broth, okay? I've heard of like chicken stock and beef stock, but bone broth is actually supposed to be like really, really good for inflammation. The only thing is when you buy bone broth at a store, you want to check the ingredients and just make sure that it doesn't have stock in the ingredients, okay? Because sometimes the food manufacturer will say that it's bone broth, but in the ingredients, all it is stock, okay? So you want to make like chicken stock or beef stock. So you want to make sure that there's no stock in the ingredients, and you want to make sure it's bone broth, okay? All right, so now also with bone broth, there are a lot of health benefits to bone broth, and that I guess I'll make another video, but you can also make your own bone broth as well. So there are a lot of companies out there that make delicious bone broth. So let's go back to what I mentioned before, which is turmeric, okay? So for those of you that are not familiar with turmeric, that is an anti-inflammatory food, and I actually consume that every single day. That is one of my one of the ingredients that I'm so fortunate to be able to consume. But let me kind of tell you what turmeric does for you. Okay, so these are all the benefits of turmeric. They're a natural anti-inflammatory, as I said, a natural antibiotic. It's a natural antiseptic, a natural, and this word's a little hard to pronounce, analgesic. I'm pretty sure I pronounced it right. Speeds up wound healing, improves digestion, blood purifier, strengthens ligaments, skin tonic, helps coughs, improves asthma, anti-arthritic, slows progression of MS, helps prevent gas and bloating. Okay, who deals with that? Lowers cholesterol, heals stomach ulcers, improves skin conditions such as psoriasis, I can never pronounce this word either. Eczema, there you go, eczema. Things like that. Helps prevent cancer, okay, such as breast cancer, prostate cancer, skin, colon, lymphoma, and leukemia. Turmeric is an awesome ingredient, you guys. It also prevents progression of Alzheimer's, aids in fat metabolism and weight management, and reduces side effects of chemotherapy. Okay, this is turmeric. Now, as I said, I consume turmeric every single day. And how I do that is through one of the supplements that I promote, and they come in this here, okay? You can take up to 3 a day if you want, okay? So I actually sell these, okay? It's a company that I work for. Jessica, you have some, dear. You have it. It's in the Happy Pill, okay? So those of you who have been on my profile page and you hear me talking about the Happy Coffee, the Happy Pill, our Happy Pill has turmeric in it. So I consume 2 a day of those babies right before I drink my Happy Drink, which is this here, okay? So now, the good thing about, like I said, the good thing about turmeric, you know, since I've been taking it, yeah, good. Since I've been taking it, my inflammation has gotten so much better. I mean, I still get inflammation, but not as bad. Some days I do still get it. Like today, I'm dealing with it really bad today, so it's kind of a odd thing. I'm talking about this on the day that, you know, I have it. But you know, in my videos, you know, I notice in my own videos that I can see it in myself. You know, some days, you know, it's gone. Some days it's there. And it's just one of those things that, you know, I have to deal with. But I can honestly say that the Happy Pill has really, really helped with it a tremendous amount. So if anybody is interested in purchasing our Happy Pill with the turmeric, you can just comment below Happy Pill and I will get some information to you, okay? But yeah, so that's it. That's all I really wanted to share with you about inflammation. I hope that you guys got some, you know, it was helpful. You guys got some good information out of it. And if you want the list of all of the foods that I mentioned, just comment below and I will send you the list of the foods. And again, if you are interested in getting more information about joining my team, just comment info. Or if you're interested in finding more information out about our Happy Pill, just comment Happy Pill. But I thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.